there, thank you for joining me. This is Mary from my yoga, and today I will be taking you through Surya Namaskar A, or Sun Salutation A. So to begin with, find your mountain pose near the top of your mat. Space the feet hip-width apart and parallel on the inside edges, spreading your toes really wide, gripping the mat. Find strength in your legs. Carry that strength up and bring your pelvis into a neutral alignment. Most of us will stand with a bit of an anterior tilt here. See if you can bring a slight lift in the pelvic floor to bring your pelvis into a neutral alignment. This will start to invite Mula Bandha. And then starting to bring your awareness toward the navel. And just about an inch or two beneath, feel as if there's a pulling in and lifting up action that will allow you to stand a little bit taller. Imagine a string at the crown of your head and someone's pulling it up. So now you're really standing tall. Give your shoulders a roll up to the ears and onto the back and slide them down. And send energy through your arms, spreading out the fingers wide. Find your drishti point. Take a couple of long centering breath cycles. Start to invite Ujjayi breath. And then placing your hands to your heart, let's begin with 3 half sun salutations. Inhale and stretch through the sides of your body as you lengthen your arms and gaze up. And then with your exhale, soften or even bend your knees and fold from the hips. Swan dive, touch your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And then exhale and fold it over again. On the inhale, flatten your back, strong legs, arms out, circle the hands over the head. And on the exhale, bring your hands together, thumbs to your heart. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, just hinge from your hip bones. You can bend the knees if you need to. On the inhale, come up halfway with a flat back. Your hands can be at shins, or if you can reach with a flat back, fingertips to the mat. And then exhale and release. Inhale again, flat back, strong legs. You're unhinging the hips and circling the arms over the head. And exhaling, hands to the heart. 1 more time. Inhale up. And exhale, fold and forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, release. Inhale all the way up. Flat back. Strong legs. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, moving right through Surya Namaskar A. I'll do the first 3 from the knees. You can continue on the knees or move along with me on the toes. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, come up halfway, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, moving back into plank pose, lower to your knees. Come down slowly with your elbows gripping the sides of your body. Coming into cobra pose, inhale, shoulders are lifted up. Exhale, release. Come back up to your knees again. Curl into your toes and lift up to downward facing dog for 5 breaths. As you're holding your downward dog, I'll just demonstrate through chaturanga what we don't want to do. We don't want to roll the spine down. We don't want to roll the spine up. We want to come down with a flat back. The chest and the hips come to the mat at the same time. Same thing on the way up. If you're not there yet, go to our beginner version and practice until your core and your tricep muscles are strong enough that you can move in one flat back, going down and coming up. Okay, we have about 1 more breath here in our downward dog, if you were staying in your down dog. And on your next inhale, bring your gaze forward. We're just going to walk the feet the first couple times forward, setting up for mountain, fold it over. On the inhale, flatten the back, unhinge the hips, reach up over the head, and exhale, hands together, thumbs to heart. So we'll go 2 more rounds the exact same way. Inhale up, and exhale, swan dive down. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, just step the feet back to plank. Lower down to your knees. Remember your shoulders in front of your fingertips when you land. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, release. Press back to your knees, curl your toes, and lift to downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal the feet out in your downward dog the first couple of times. Your hamstrings may still be warming up. Feel free to give your head a little shake or nod, yes or no. Fingers are spread nice and wide. And you're gripping the mat with the pads of each finger and the outer edges of your thumbs. Gaze can be somewhere around your belly button, head and neck totally relaxed. On your next inhale, take the gaze forward, bend your knees and walk the feet back toward mountain pose alignment, folding forward. Inhale, arms up, extended mountain, Utthita Tadasana. Exhale, Samastiti. One more time. This time we'll add a jump. Inhale. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, jump your feet back to plank. Land very softly on your toes. Drop to your knees, come down, Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale to release. Come back up to your knees, curl under your toes, and lift your hips high into the air. Pressing your torso back toward your thighs, and taking 5 Ujjayi breaths. Continue to spread your toes and fingers as wide as you can. Check your heels to make sure that they disappear behind your toes. They're not turned in, they're not turned out, they go straight back. And on the inhale breath, gazing forward, bend your knees. Spring and land soft. Exhale and fold. Inhale, flat back, arms out, circle the hands up. And exhale, hands together, thumbs to heart. Okay. We'll do a couple more now off of the toes. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, jump back to plank pose. On that same exhale, carry yourself down with a flat back. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhale to release. Come back up to your knees, curl under your toes. And we'll take 5 breaths. Remember, if you need to take child's pose at any time, maybe your heart rate feels like it's a bit too high, or maybe your body just is asking for a little bit of a rest. Whenever you need to, you're always welcome to come down into child's pose. And then with your next inhale breath, take your gaze forward, bend your knees, jump, landing softly, and exhale, folding it over. Inhale, flatten your back, strong legs carry you up, and exhale, hands to the heart. And we'll do a couple more. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Start to feel this in your body. Inhale up, exhale, plank pose, lowering through Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Starting to flow a little bit so that you don't have to think so much about what you're doing. You're able to just weave each movement together, just like the beads on a thread. And then inhaling, take the gaze to the top of the mat, bend your knees, jump your feet to your hands. Exhale, release. And inhale, flat back, arms reaching high. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do one more together. Inhale up. And exhale, hinge forward. Inhale halfway. And exhale, Dandasana, right foot chaturanga on that same exhale breath. Inhale, Bhujangasana, open the heart. Exhale to release. Come back up to your knees. Curl under your toes. 5 breaths here. Eventually, downward dog becomes our resting pose. If you need a little bit more, again, child's pose can be a nice little break. You can have your knees together or take them wide. You can reach your arms forward, or if it's more comfortable for you, you can have the arms here in child's pose. And we'll just come back into downward dog for the last couple breaths. And then on an inhale, taking your gaze forward, preparing to jump the feet up to the hands. Exhale to release. And inhale, flatten your back, strengthen your legs, arms reaching up high. And exhale, Samasthiti.